All right, how about Unicorn Day?
No!
Yeah.
Even kids know
Who's still a good napper?
you shouldn't skip to the end. But that's where we meet Nicole Sullivan.
Oh my God! You are such sweeties, thank you.
She's saying goodbye
That makes me cry.
to friends she watched grow up,
The wipers on the bus go swish.
goodbye to customers she grew to love,
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
and goodbye to the shop
Hello, how is everybody doing tonight?
that became a neighborhood second home.
They hosted the first drag queen story time in the entire state of Colorado.
After 10 years on Tennyson Street, Nicole's business, the BookBar, is turning its final page.
And this is a good ending. And, you know, as a book lover, we always like a good ending.
Nicole was tired, ready for BookBar's story to come to a close, but she says her bottom line had the last word.
It's a simple math problem.
Data from the Economic Policy Institute shows Denver's minimum wage is the 7th highest in the country. City Council voted to change it 4 years ago. Now it goes up as inflation does.
And this one gobbles up trash.
Since Nicole opened in 2013, minimum wage has increased from over $7 to more than $17.
The price of books have increased maybe 5 to 7%.
Nicole knows life isn't a fairy tale,
It's so different than any other book.
not for small business owners and not for their workers.
Cost of living is going up, you know, rents are going up, everything, electricity, you know, electric bills are going up. So the minimum wage has to increase, and just didn't work for us.
Hi there.
Sit.
Oh, good job.
On the same block, a few doors down from BookBar,
Welcome in.
Katie Asmussen is trying to make it work.
Keep me up at night, kind of wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a mini panic attack some nights.
At Mouthful's Pet Supply,
Sean, nice to meet you.
she knows all the regulars.
Harma, good job.
Her staff of 12 does too.
Bailey, come over here, say hi to me.
Vaughn Rask has worked here for 5 years.
And would you like a copy of that receipt?
But without minimum wage increases, he says he couldn't afford to stay.
Just living here in Denver, it's an expensive place.
Vaughn works 2 jobs, cut a deal on rent, and still struggles to pay the bills.
We need to kind of make up for a little lost ground in terms of wages and taxes and other things that have been kind of hammering the lower income communities.
Having a good start to your weekend so far?
Katie wants to help make up that ground. But her payroll costs have doubled in 3 years.
I love giving raises. I love paying my staff well. It's challenging when those raises are happening without me having any kind of say over it.
The caveat is, I wonder sometimes how much it actually will help workers.
Christina Huber says the minimum wage problem is straight out of an economics textbook, like the ones she uses to teach at MSU Denver.
It will help, every little bit helps, but I still think that low-income families are going to find it more and more of a struggle to keep up in the Denver area, particularly in terms of finding housing with rental prices, home prices.
Do you want help out with your bag today?
The struggle gets worse as businesses like Katie's have to raise prices, which could cancel out any wage increase. Huber says there might be a better way.
I think you have to look at all the tools that are available to you and try and pick what you think is going to give you the biggest bang for your buck.
Oh, sure thing, no worries.
She says to really help workers like Vaughn, we should consider low-income tax credits and direct payments like the pandemic stimulus checks.
You take care and have a good one.
If the goal is to make life easier for employees,
What are you guys in for today?
she recommends not making it harder for employers.
Why aren't we as the taxpayers bearing that cost of the objective that we have?
So let's give a nice big round of applause to everybody working at the BookBar, everybody who's had a hand in it.
Back at the BookBar,
You know that you are one of my favorite people.
Nicole isn't the only one saying goodbye.
I really liked BookBar and sad that it has to go.
No matter their age,
It fit me. It fit me well.
people found comfort here.
We need spaces like this more than ever, and it's harder than ever to run them.
She hopes the story of small business in Denver goes on, even as BookBar
Thank you! It's a wrap!
closes its final chapter.
Oh, no, wait, I should say the end.
So it turns out BookBar may have a sequel. The owner, Nicole Sullivan, has bought another bookstore near Cherry Creek. This one will not have food or drink. She says it can be staffed by fewer employees, which should reduce overhead costs.